What's up? This is my 79 FL. Today we're tracking down like a transmission whining noise. You can kind of hear it here, the clicking. I heard from some people that it might be in the kicker gears, so that was my that's what I'm attacking today. Trying to hear it here when it's running. Yeah, just gonna take off the brake pedal here, get that out of the way. I'm gonna try to attack the old kicker cover. Gotta take my clutch arm off. I did notice there was some slime up in there. I'm tracking down some of the pieces to my throwout bearing assembly. Never keep those C-clips on. I've tried E-clips, C-clips, the whole nine. I think I'm gonna have to go to some snap rings. Just kind of wiping the goo out of there, getting all that that old metal out of the bottom there. At some point I did tip the bike over to try to get as much stuff out of there as I could without pulling the drain plug. So when I pulled the cover off, I noticed that nut was loose and my gear had some side-to-side play. So both of those were not good. Here I'm kind of robbing some parts from another bike I had laying around. Got my nut, lock tab. Looks like a pretty good kicker gear there too. I think I'm just gonna clean that one up and see if I can run it. Just kind of inspecting these parts. I did notice that there was a little crack at the top of this kicker cover, my shaft bushings. Here I'm just trying to break that spring loose because I wanted to run that chrome one that I had on the other cover. This one is pretty rusty crusty. Fuck. Pop that guy out. And I did put some like oil on a Scotch-Brite pad, just kind of clean that dude up. Hey, she ain't pretty, but it's honest work. This is that bike I was robbing parts from. This is it's like a 80s like FX. It's got a cow pie transmission. When I got it, it had a 69 generator motor in it. So that was the big reason for picking up this dude. It had been flooded. It just looked really, really bad. So just got the motor sitting over here, really crusty on the inside. That one's gonna have to get fully rebuilt, ground up. So just kind of waiting on that, collecting some cash to get that one to the right engine builder. Just kind of checking out this old Gary Bang cover. Think I'm gonna show y'all what the shaft play looked like on this one. Yeah, no good. Those bushings need to be replaced. Another thing that was kind of holding me back from doing that was the threads on the cap, the oil cap, were definitely worn out. I had to wrap a couple layers of some Teflon tape just to get them to hang on. Here I'm just kind of swapping those spring nipples and getting that good one on the cover that I'm going to use. Always forget a little bit of red Loctite, never hurt. I think I'm fully set up here. Got everything clocked. I usually put my pedal to the bottom and then put my the kicker gear holder, that little prong that sticks out, I put that to the top right, and usually that clocks everything in good. Just kind of Throwing my throwout bearing assembly back together, getting that ready. I put that old E-clip back on just because it's what I had, so see how long that runs for. Got to tuck that throwout bearing right behind the kicker gear. Kind of clock your kicker to the left, and you should be able to slide it on there. Looks like I'm struggling a little bit with this one, hanging up on my threads. All right, got her all buttoned up here. Just kind of playing around with it, making sure everything's functioning how it should. No play, side to side. Yeah, looking good. Just kind of listening in for that rolling noise, making sure that went away. Everything's rotating nice and smooth. I think we're good. Time to throw the clutch back together. Collect some of our parts. The basket, the hub, a couple nuts and bolts here and there. Look at my plates. I run the police clutch. A lot of people hate it. Some people like it. It's got 4 thicker plates. And I think it uses 5 steels, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's 5 friction discs and 4 steels. Here I'm throwing the key in. Can't forget about that. The transmission shaft is keyed for the hub. Never a bad idea to throw one of those in your tool bag on a road trip. Making sure everything fits nice and good. I definitely don't have the lock tab washer that's supposed to go back there, but I just kind of send it how it is. These threads are left-hand threads, never forget about that. So it tightens to the left instead of to the right like normal. Here I'm kind of loading my basket up with my discs. I totally forgot to put my belt on. So yeah, I got my belt fully set up. Here I'm going to throw my belt on, put my basket back on, and because I loaded it how I did, everything's kind of lined up, so I can just kind of set it onto my my forks there. Everything lines up, get that belt on there nice and tight. I run mine this way without the C clips, just so I can swap a belt pretty easy on the side of the road if needed. It just kind of all relies on that pressure plate on the top. I'm showing off this that's a Sportster or early Dyna, early FXR axle adjuster, and it works perfectly for holding down my pressure plate when removing the springs. I keep that in my tool bag. Here I'm adjusting my clutch arm. I'm getting that set up. I usually go all the way tight, not crazy tight, just where it makes contact with the backside, and then go back like a quarter, half turn, whatever I'm feeling. I think this time I played with it a few times and kind of ended up at like a quarter turn, something like that, because you don't want that thing making contact with the back of your kicker cover. So let's kind of give it a little bit of play. Loading it up with some fresh oil. I think I'm throwing some Lucas 2050 in. Most people run 50 weight. You know, do your thing. Run what you want. We're all fixed up. test ride. Got that noise went right away, so thinking it was something in the gears there. Peace.